how disturbing it is that the notion of equality is still considered to be revolutionary. What's up, everyone? We are back with another round of astrology shots to get us through the period of July 21st through the 31st, and we are kicking it off with Eris today. You might remember we recently discussed Eris toward the end of June. A lot of people were wowed by that video because I was describing Mars's alignment with Eris and squaring off with Pluto. I described that period as potentially volatile, eruptive, loud, revolutionary. And that was the time that Roe was officially overturned here in the United States. It caused a lot of upset, reasonably so. About 50% of the people just lost their medical freedom here in the States. At least it's not guaranteed. Well, changes are happening. A lot has been happening since then. Other nations in the world have codified and protected the right for anyone seeking an abortion to be able to get one. The UN has condemned forced birth. So there's been a lot of developments happening. So here on July 21st, as Eris stations retrograde, we're going to see an intensification of Eris-like themes. Now, Eris is an archetype I've been following closely for several years now. And I want to familiarize you with her more. I still intend to do like a longer webinar on her at some point. But for right now, the important thing to remember is that whenever there's a planetary station, we're going to see an intensification of the archetype of that planet. So we're going to be feeling Eris. Probably. I mean, we're still observing Eris. So pay attention the days leading up to July 21st, the days following. We should be hearing a rally battle cry from her. And Eris just wants equality. Eris wants representation. Eris wants her rightful seat at the table. If we go back to Eris's mythology, there was a wedding. Everyone was invited except Eris. So what did she do? Eris threw the golden apple of discord and inscribed on it to the fairest. Well, this created a big argument between Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite over who is the fairest. And ultimately, without getting into the whole story, we'll save that for another time, led to the Trojan War, one of the bloodiest wars in ancient, epic history, I guess. And accompanying Achilles in the Trojan War was Eris. Wrathful, vengeful, bloodthirsty. And ultimately, what Eris wants is justice, is representation. I mean, let's keep in mind that here in the United States, Eris is in a square to Pluto. We're in our Pluto return. Representation is a huge part of our Pluto return. We have foundationalists, people who are arguing that we should go word for word what the Constitution said, yet these were slaveholders and women didn't have rights. And yeah, so if we wanted to go back to that, then yeah, that's going to be a huge problem. So that's part of the Pluto return, is how literally do we take this Constitution? How literally is it serving us as the people? We the people. And we the people are under attack. It's women, people with uteruses, transgender people, LGBTQ people. Representation fucking matters. So that's what Eris is all about. And yeah, people have gotten mad that I used the F-bomb before, but you know what? It's Eris. She doesn't give a fuck. Blind white rage at the system. So that's what we're going to expect to see a little bit here as Eris stations in a square with Pluto, also in a square with the Sun. The Sun deals with leadership and visibility. So we can expect to see some themes here. Another notable thing that's happening on this day, July 21st, is Mars is going to be activating the eclipse degree from April 30th. If we remember, it was just a couple days after that eclipse that the leak came out about Roe being potentially overturned, which it was on an Eris aspect. So we're continuing this conversation. A lot has happened since this event happened. Other nations have codified abortion rights. The UN has condemned forced birth. So we're going to continue to see the conversation evolve here. But that's a little bit about what we can expect for Eris's station on July 21st. And that was your astrology shot of the day. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. Foundations of Astrology relaunches on September 7th. You can find out more information about this 11-week course on my website, katherineurban.com. Also, you know where to find me on all platforms at AstroKatherine.